we're experiencing more regulatory clarity. We're seeing more.
And yeah, we'll see soon about some what builders are building with CoreX. But yeah, Ignition program is the right name.
Great. It's really happy to see you guys are like working towards the long run and then also being super supportive of your ecosystem and this amazing airdrop. Everyone check it out. So CoreX, Ruth, welcome. Do you want to do a quick introduction about yourself and your projects?
Of course, I'll be happy to. First of all, apologize for being a little bit late. I want to thank HTX Venture for hosting this AMA space. My name is Russ, and I am a co-founder at CoreX. So CoreX is native to the CoreDAO ecosystem. We have a slightly different approach than other DEX that we have seen in the industry. This is due to the reason that we have seen that we are currently at a tipping point for the entire blockchain industry in the sense that we're experiencing more regulatory clarity. We're seeing more adoption across the board with social logins, with mainstream media covering, with hard push from TradFi firms through the BTC spot ETFs, and many things that are getting the general public's attention. We think it is time that now it's time for the mass adoption. But sadly, what we are seeing in the industry is that a lot of firms, a lot of projects, particularly with DeFi, with DEX, is that we're focusing more on the technological advancement. And that is very valuable. Of course, that is very valuable in the sense that we are making our infrastructure better, we're giving it more flexibility, but the usability and accessibility in the end remains about the same. We're seeing a lot of forked infrastructure for DEX, but we're not seeing much tools or features being added in terms of user friendliness, especially considering that we're looking to onboard the next billion. So that is where we come in. CoreX is heavily relying on our ability to develop a DEX that is accessible, easy to use, and truly can benefit all the users in a long run and be able to onboard people who does not currently have a technical background or does not have a crypto or blockchain expertise. So that is our focus. Of course, as DEX, we are a V3 style to start. But on top of that, we have added, as you can probably see if you have tried our testnet, you can probably see that we have added, first of all, a real-time chart along with technical indicators, which will come out and allowing people to draw directly on the chart to share in their social. We believe that is extremely helpful in the sense that people are able to develop their own strategy instead of solely depending on the hype. And we see that as the right path to maturity, where people are investing based on rationality instead of solely based on a concept or perhaps a goal or a dream that the project is pushing. So we think that would be more reasonable, and that is the right path. Secondly, of course, we're adding social. We have had 3 chat rooms in our testnet, and we have already over 3,000 participants who chatted with us. People are trying to figure out how to use the chat room efficiently and get the most benefit out of it. But essentially, we're looking to develop that to a greater extent, right? We're looking to have global chat rooms where everybody can chat, kind of like what we have right now, which was the 3 chat rooms. But of course, we are looking to also have token-based chat rooms where we verify users, making sure they have such token so that we don't have spammers or scammers, and they will be able to, token holders can communicate with each other and give better investment thesis, better strategies. Ultimately, we're looking to help them as much as possible. And of course, lastly, we added some AI. And when I say AI, it's not a big concept that we are trying to push that many projects might mention, but they are not really doing anything. We are actually working with a team that is backed by Harvard and USC with 5 years of history of track record that consistently beats the benchmark, that consistently outperforms its competitors. So we're using their technology exclusively to benefit our users in terms of price prediction or sentiment score analysis. And we are developing our own algorithm, which will study the user's individual preference. For example, today we might have trader A who likes to trade meme tokens at certain valuation at certain time. We have a trader B who would be more interested in trading infrastructures at a whole different valuation or technical entry point. The algorithm will study the habit of each trader and create customized opportunity recommendation. So we know that when we're recommending something to you, it fits your appetite, it is closer to your expertise, and ultimately we want to help you save time in researching and not miss out on any opportunity. And of course, we're offering copy trade, which is something that a lot of centralized exchange does offer, but not as common in decentralized exchange. So yeah, that is pretty much a short brief of the features we're offering. Ultimately, we share the long-term vision as CoreDAO, and we are constantly going to push out new features and new rewarding programs to make sure that our community is a really tight and active community where everyone is telling each other how to become better traders and telling us on what they need so we can keep on developing for the long term. And please visit our website, check out our content. I believe a lot of things are available if you want to check. For instance, I don't know if you guys know this, but CoreDAO's Team token has an unlock schedule of 81 years, which I personally thought was extremely impressive, right? And it shows they have a dedication that they are not here to get any short-term gain. We are not doing 81 years, unfortunately, but we are not doing any short-term either. We have a very long-term team unlock, and we don't have anything at TGE. We are looking to build for the long term, and we are looking to grow with CoreDAO. We truly believe in the potential of a BTC environment through CoreDAO technology, and we think the team that's behind CoreDAO is doing absolutely the right thing at the right time. So yes.
It's great to hear you guys have aligned goal and interests. Unlock in 81 years, that's amazing. And I also see that you actually gave traders a lot more leverage if they're using your DX over other trading tools. You gave them like technical advantage and also a community that they can chat and share with, which is not really common in other trading platforms. It's really cool. Just one follow-up questions. Why do you guys choose to build on top of core infrastructure at the first place? What can this add to users?
Of course. So I think Adam from Core has already mentioned a lot of benefits that Core does offer. I think when we are looking at different infrastructures for building, right? Obviously, people are quite familiar with the Ethereum infrastructure, which is quite expensive, and to me, I thought it was never going to be quite scalable just because of the cost. And the BDC environment has traditionally been quite difficult to work with as well. I mean, you have 10 minutes per block. It's just quite slow. So it is not quite scalable either. CoreDAO, however, on the other hand, is the only layer one, and I want to emphasize that, the only layer one on the BTC environment that can truly solve the problem of scalability, and it is tremendously fast and affordable as well. So it is really unlike anything that is out there. Well, it maintains the safety that BTC environment offers, right? So that is a tremendous plus. To start with, there's no other ecosystem like this right now. And I don't believe that there will be any competitors in the short future either. So that's number one. Number two, CoreDAO is EVM compatible. So it allows access to a broader audience, right? So on a lot of L2 on BTC right now, they are not EVM compatible. CoreDAO has 5 million wallet address registered, a huge community, and they're actively participating in events that will benefit its users, that will benefit the ecosystem and builders on top of it. So I really appreciate that initiative. I appreciate that activeness within the team. And of course, the EVM compatible component is quite important for us building on top of the ecosystem. And of course, there's just so many things to mention, and I don't want to repeat what Adam already have shared. But like, for example, recently, we are seeing that CoreDAO pushed out a non-custodial BTC staking. I mean, that is revolutionary. Traditionally, we're seeing all Bitcoins as kind of, I think people call it is a digital gold, where it reserves value, but it does not produce value. That is actually the thesis that the TradFi tycoon Warren Buffett said BTC or Bitcoin will never be an asset that he will invest in because it does not generate any additional value, unlike any company shares or like any bond or things like that. But CoreDAO has changed the game. I don't know how much I can emphasize the importance of this, but they have changed the game by offering us custodian staking on BTC, which makes it safer for users. They can keep their assets within Bitcoin environment while participating in DeFi activities and earn additional interest. That is massive. And of course, the Core Ignition program, it is a great program for everyone to join in, to get some airdrops, to get some benefits. I think anyone who's here should go on and try it out. And believe me, I mean, I'm not giving financial advice by any means, but we are 100%, and I really mean 100% certain that this is only the beginning of Core. I mean, look at the token price, and you'll know things are only getting started, and we're already seeing bullish trend. I would highly recommend go join the Core Ignition program. Go check them out, right? No doubt. But yeah, that basically sums up my points on why we build on Core. The team extremely active, extremely friendly, and we communicate every other day. This is not something that we are able to achieve with other ecosystems, right? I'm sure there's a lot of builders in the in the AMA right now who are not who are not able to chat with Foundation that frequently, and they would have struggled. We are veterans in the space too. We previously worked with other ecosystems, and it has never been such a fluent channel of communication until Core. So that is something we truly love, right? We need to understand the ecosystem demand, the users demand to be able to deliver a good product, and we're getting that here at CoreDAO. And of course, as I mentioned, the EVM compatible, the non-custodian staking, and not to mention the ETP that we currently push out with CoreDAO. Just check them out and you'll understand why, right?
Great. Let me just talk about the recent news that we just published. HTX Ventures recently announced partnership with Core, providing support for the Core Venture Network. And also, I believe also last week, we announced our investment in CoreX. So we're fully invested and supporting the CoreDAO core ecosystem. Lucas, can you tell us, as an investment manager, can you tell us what's behind the decision-making process?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the whole concept behind like why we invest in CoreX definitely begins from CoreDAO. Since I mentioned before, HTX is one of the earliest listing partner for the core token, and we will constantly support the CoreDAO ecosystem. As we see in CoreDAO is, I think it's the most popular and the largest community in the Bitcoin ecosystem. And what we see what we see is interesting is like last year we saw the hype, the popularity in Ordinals, and which is bringing the Bitcoin scaling concept into the market. People are the gas fee is sky high, and people are dedicated to having a scaling solution for Bitcoin. And actually, Bitcoin, as Ross always also mentioned, it was designed as a digital gold or digital currency, and never ever have involved in anything into something sort of like an ecosystem. But things have been changed during the past few months. And as an early participant and supporter in the whole cryptocurrency market, we just love to support these new ideas and technological pathways. And we also believe, like in the long run, in the long term, Bitcoin will be, and it is the most inevitable and the most important asset in the crypto space. And that's why we believe that CoreDAO, the concept behind CoreDAO is such amazing concept by bringing the security from Bitcoin network to support the security of the CoreDAO itself. And also, I think the recent announcement of the non-custodial staking is a game changer. It's a revolutionary product where it unlocks the productivity of Bitcoin itself, which is, I think, such a game changer. And for CoreX itself, I think DEX is the most important protocol, and probably the first protocol when a new user come to an ecosystem. For sure, he's gonna check out the DEX on the ecosystem. So I think the investment in CoreX is like a natural move for us, and I think Ross and the team is building a robust, user-friendly, and very cool socialized product where you can find easy to trade, or even you can make some friends on it, but also with good liquidity on it. So we're really happy to support the team. And also, I think CoreX is our first move, and it won't be the last. So we'll keep supporting builders on the core ecosystem. And I think we're also into this venture program, the CoreDAO venture program, where we will keep supporting new builders, new projects building on CoreDAO. So, yeah. If you're a builder out there, happy to get connected with you. Let's have a chat.
Yeah, reach out to us if you are building on core ecosystem and looking to establish a really unique and different business model and business style, and we would like to take a look and support you to business develop and also venturing your new ideas together. Adam, as we just had on briefly touched up on the core venture network, can you maybe give us a bit more details of what are included within this core venture network, and how can projects like CoreX can benefit from it?
Yes, with pleasure. So the Core Venture Network, basically, it's a program to help projects start to raise funds. When you're building, that's good. But if you are launching a protocol, you need a team. You need to recruit a team. It come at a cost. You need to, if you launch a token, you need to list it. It comes at a cost. You need liquidity. It comes at a cost, and so on. Funding is really, really important. And if we want to have competitive dApps and the best user experience and something safe, also well audited and so on, builders need to be properly funded. So we wanted to make it very simple for them. We have the Core Venture, where we're just a humble funds here to help. We speak with builders when we are bullish on them because we like the plan they have on what they are building. We're really happy to chip in. But then there is much more experience VCs behind, like HTX Venture, actually.
And you'll hear directly from us on where we are, and we're always